We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown! Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Crusaders drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and take it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On second down, this is Jackson.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards remain for second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action with Burrow.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Second and 10.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Burrow looking to pass. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do good. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Crusaders have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a quarterback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Burrow on 3rd down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Crusaders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Burrow steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McCann's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Fighting through. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a second down.
So pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
A 63-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Jacobs brought him down. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 20.
57. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Gun. Stop. Ready. Don't get nervous.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch safety. 11, 11, 11, 11. Safety's creeping. Check it. Hey, can.
Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Crusaders are once again back in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes will throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Second and 2. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And that will ride